Everybody knows her, the unattainable ideal. Women are used as objects in advertising, commercials, and shows. They are given the role of the dumb but pretty one, the person that everyone wants to look up to, but nobody wants to be. They usually don't seem to have much smarts about them, and they never have a voice for themselves. They're basically filler for an advertisement or some sort of show. Viewing women in this way creates problems. Women are no longer human beings with the right to speak their mind, think, and learn. Rather, they're just a pretty object to look at and plaster on billboards to draw attention. All around the world, women have some sort of conceptualized idea of how they should look. With this mindset, companies flourish, selling products to help ordinary women become the coveted beauties they see on magazines. There are ethical dilemmas with this approach, though. Companies are using women as objects to bring in customers. There are numerous problems that we can go over. First is the fact that women are considered objects instead of human beings with souls. Women are expected to fit a stereotype. The white, blonde, thin girls get the job because they can be easily replaced. As Christians pointed out in the text, models are as replaceable as broken glass. As stated before, models who fit the stereotype have no worth in the eyes of advertisers and therefore get hired because of that fact. They can be replaced at any time. Christians makes a startling but true point when he says, "It's easier to find a girl to fit the dress than a dress to fit the girl." Another reason is the sheer fact that we have grown complacent to this horror. We no longer see how inhumane it is to use humans for money and would rather sit back and be silent. We pack our advertisements with their emaciated, vacant imagery, so ubiquitous now that it takes the resemblance of normalcy. Not only does it feel normal to us, but we aren't even recognizing the major problems it's causing in society. With the lack of diversity in advertising, girls feel the intense pressure to conform. Girls are getting access to weight loss pills and admitting to being uncomfortable with their bodies at ages as young as 10 years old. It is estimated that 8 out of 10 girls have been on the diet since the age of 10. 42% of first-grade girls want to be thinner, and 37% of those have already dieted. The use of sexualized girls in television shows also aids in the preteen pressure. Innocent girls take the form of a sultry adult child wearing full makeup and risque clothing. According to the APA, women are pushing themselves to the point of death to maintain a standard the public reveres. Ethical problems bubble to the surface as one tries to understand the idea behind the use of women as objects. In a day and age where we are all so touchy about the things that are published, you would think that publishers and advertisers would be more careful and considerate. A few things come to mind that are the following. Avoiding stereotyping. Journalists should examine the way that their values and experiences may shape their reportings. By boldly telling the story of the diversity and magnitude of the human experience, seek sources whose voices we seldom hear. A quote by World Magazine states, "Arguing that the real story of man is economic, the personal just reflects the societal. People are victims of circumstance, not truly responsible for their own actions, not truly important. For Christians, though, the most important battles are not fought out in Washington. They are fought out in the human soul." So what can we do to stop it? As Christians, when we see these types of advertisements, we need to understand that the root of this is the heart, and then pray for these people in the ads and the ones who created the ads. We also need to understand that this type of promotion is normal in our culture and find a way to start changing the idea of a woman being used as a sexual object. A way we can do that is to become involved in the community as well as immerse yourself in the places of advertising and make something positive through them. We also need to wake up the world and change our passive nature about this topic. By empowering women, we can show them that they are worth more than their body. They are worth their mind, their heart, and their soul. Girls in ads aren't just objects, but smart, strong, and independent human beings. As women begin to feel more confident in themselves, they will stand up for other women who feel beaten down, but our entire mindset has to shift in order for this to be possible. So to wrap it up, Women are sexualized because it sells, and nobody's willing to stop it. Young girls are becoming more self-conscious at younger ages. We need women to stand up for each other. And Christians need to infiltrate the community and create a positive change, and there needs to be a heart revival.